Hello, this is Kim with Standing on Solid Ground. I am your host of this motivational and inspirational podcast. And today's Bible verse, James 1 and 8. A double minded man is unstable in all his ways. Now, if we think about being doubled, it's two ways, it's two sides. It is, if we think about twins, there's one seed, two beings, or two bodies, or two people. If we think about the left side and the right side of our brain, left side of our brain controls the right side of our body. The right side of our brain controls the left side of our body. But when we're talking about biblical standings of being double minded, God is one way. Faith. That's it. There's nothing more that you can describe about God's thought process. It's faith. A double minded person can waver. If we go further back or back up a little bit in James 1 and 5, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, upbraideth not, it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, not wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think he shall receive anything of the Lord. Meaning that faith is it. You either have it or you don't. When we think about God and all that he has created on this heaven, in heaven and on earth, it was in faith. He spoke it in faith. He spoke things out that he may get that which he envisioned in his mind out in manifestation. And although we may stagger in our faith, God is trying to train us to be exactly like him. That when we speak something, we don't give a second thought about it. We don't debate about it. We don't even consider the possibilities of what happens if it doesn't happen. We don't do that. We stay on that straight and narrow path. We stay focused. In Isaiah 61 and 7 said, for your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore, in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. Meaning that they were going to have a double of their joy or happiness at that time. Faith have a great place in God's way of thinking or seeing us. He wants to elevate us to his level. He's not going to come down to ours. Jesus himself did not have a double mind. Although he had asked God, if it be thy will, let this cup pass from me. That wasn't Jesus having a double mind. He's human. This that he is about to encounter is a fearful thing. Although he may not have shown fear, this was a task that he was about to undergo. It's like going to possibly the electric chair. It's something that that person had to face. Long time ago, it was guillotines, where that sharp blade come out of from a great distance to chop off your head. That is a gruesome feeling, to think that you're facing death. But in Jesus' case, he faced death. He conquered death. He rose again. Being double-minded is being wishy-washy, where you go to the Father and you ask the Father for something in specific. Let's just say you go to the Lord and you ask God for healing. And then what you do, you get up from the prayer. I don't know if the Lord going to heal me. I don't know if the Lord is going to touch my body and take this. If he hasn't done it in this far, I don't think he's going to do it. That's a double-minded man. Because you ask God in one standpoint, but then you challenge God, or you stating that he's not going to do it. It's you're wavering. You're unstable. But if you say, Father, I am looking to you to heal my body. I am looking to you to take away these pains and these aches. Nevertheless, let your will be done according. I'm going to continue to praise you anyhow. I've been praying for healing for my body. I've been praying for God to touch my body, heal my body. The Bible said, if any of you are sick, let them call on the elders of the church. And I believe that that might be an aspect that I'm missing. That I need to have hands laid on me by a devout person of God that God has appointed to touch my body to heal it. But because it hasn't happened, doesn't mean I lose faith or second guess God or say that maybe he doesn't want to do it. No. Because even if he doesn't do it in this life, in the next life, I'm going to have a new body anyway. So healing is going to be there regardless. It's going to be there. So I'm not going to carry around a double mind. When God touched me and asked me to start this ministry, I second guessed myself. And I explained to God, I'm not a speaker. I don't speak very well. My social skills were very limited. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to just be as transparent as I possibly can be. But nevertheless, I told Lord, I will do it, but I don't know how successful I will be with this. I don't know if I'm going to do a good job for you, God. I felt like I was going to fail, God. God, he remained silent. He didn't say anything else to me. He just told me to do what I was supposed to do. Then in my spirit, and I'm like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. In my spirit, I said, well, I'll be lucky if I get 10 people to listen. That was in the beginning. I'll be lucky to get 20 people to listen to. I'm looking at numbers that my son has given to me. It's over 181,000 listeners that have listened to this podcast. God is not double-minded. When he called me to do something, that's what I was supposed to do. I was doubting in my mind myself. But God saw something in me that I didn't see. So if he sees something in me that I could not see, how come I can't see all in him? How come I can't put all of my trust in him? He put so much trust in me. Why couldn't I do the same for him? And I did. And I am. And I'm going to continue to do. We cannot be double-minded in anything. I prayed and I asked the Lord, I said, oh, Father, please, if you can just cut the temperature down just a little bit. It is so hot. And I just need to be comfortable so I can sleep at night. You know, I don't have a, any other way of keeping cool but by fans. And the Lord answered my prayer. He didn't do it right away. It took about a week. But all of a sudden, I was reaching for some kind of cover to cover myself up because he had cooled it down. I could not have a double mind when I prayed that. I had to believe that God heard my prayer. And this is what we all need to learn how to do. We need to learn that when we pray, believe. It may not be exactly the way you want it, but if God answers it, he gave you something better. We need to not be double-minded in our thought process. That we pray something and then doubt God the next second. We can't do that. When we pray it, believe it. Even if it doesn't happen right away, continue to believe. I promise you, it may not be exactly the way that you want it to be, but it will be what you need. That's the important part. James 1:8. Let's not be double-minded in our faith walk with God. This is Kim with Standing on Solid Ground. You have yourself a wonderful and blessed day.